personality as long as you look good.
That's when it comes to online dating. When you explicitly put your pictures, that's the first determining factor as to if they're gonna message you or not. So
that's the criteria. The first criteria is that then you go past it.
Yeah.
So Bunny, what about you?
Exactly. Men tend to have a smaller checklist. Women have a much larger checklist, like it's career, how they dress, their future plans. All these things add up. Whereas men, they're just it's really simple. It's really simple in our books.
So
it's really fast.
From your website, Dating Found, you're trying to bring together these two different lists that need to match, right? So the guys are looking for just to maybe plain go on a date, and for South Asian women, we were talking before, are looking for something long term. So if they go on a date, they're looking for something which is going to last, and it's maybe turn into a marriage, which is obviously a very scary word for guys. But how do you kind of use science to find the love of your life, the one, and do it without actually meeting the person? So how does the website do that? Tell us.
Okay, so the way the process works when it comes to website, you sign up, right? And within 8 days, after filling out your detailed profile, you sign up, and within 8 days, we'll provide you a match. And if you happen to like your match, then click yes, and you will be instantly connected, and then you can chat there. But if you don't happen to like it for any whatever reasons, you can give us a feedback, and you can tell us, okay, this is why I don't like it, because I don't like the education of the guy, I don't like the height, or whatever the reason is, right?
Or it could be miscellaneous
Or
reasons,
could-
unexplainable.
And not really unexplainable.
Okay.
You can write it out, right?
Okay.
They're not really.
And
but
then
yeah.
does that go to the person?
It comes
my
to us.
goodness.
It comes
Okay,
to us.
okay.
So this helps us find a better match.
So
next
you're
time.
like a matchmaker.
We are like a matchmaker.
Exactly.
yes.
Actually, we hired 4 matchmakers that do the job for us.
Okay.
And they just look at a bunch of professionals in our database, and
Yeah.
but end of the day, it's the human touch. Because there's too many variables. There's height, there's career, there's many
There's so many
factors
things. And
that
also
computers can't count for.
Yeah, and also the fact that you're a neutral source versus our parents,
Oh, yeah.
or somebody who's a really like a well-wisher, but then they don't really they think they know, but they might not know. So you're kind of neutral towards both parties. So that's what you're saying. What would be a good way to kind of present yourself online, virtually, that you appeal to the other party? And to be honest, like, you could look like anything, but it's your virtual persona. So so are there any tips for people who are looking?
Yes. So do's and don'ts for online. First of all, get your description double checked. Make sure there's no grammar mistakes. Another thing is pictures.
Girls are big on that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Another thing
I'm
is
doing that, yeah.
pictures. Present yourself in the best limelight. So pick certain angle, pick certain lighting that brings out your best features. And pictures go a long way, yes.
Yeah.
So these 2 things.
But when it comes to online dating, I am going to play devil's advocate because I'm actually really against it. Only because I feel like in our culture, instant gratification is like this. So I feel like when it comes to dating someone or finding a partner, we shouldn't have that same expectation. And I feel like on online dating, people kind of just become lazy. So for me, it's about, you know what? How about you go live a life that you love, right? Forget about finding someone and just go enjoy your life and then just see what comes up instead of like being kind of, I don't know, desperate or needy. I feel like that's the vibe I get from online dating.
Well, sorry.
So let's get the other point, and then we'll get
for
to
sure.
our side again.
I don't think so. That's correct.
Okay.
That's the other side.
I mean that's your opinion, but I
Yeah.
mean, when it comes to online dating, online dating. It's a platform where a lot of singles can meet, especially when it comes to busy professionals, right? They go 9 to 5, work every day, and we all get stuck in traffic on 401, 427 every single day, and then we do home chores, right? But at the end of the day, we don't have much time left
But
in
that
our
sounds
hands.
like a boring life. I wouldn't even want to be with someone that does that.
No, I
feel
mean,
like.
that's fine. I mean, that's your opinion, right? You don't want to be with someone, that's fine, right? But there are so many people who want to find their love of their life, but they don't have that much time to go to bars and clubs and spend that much of money, but they can be relaxed, sit in comfort of their home. They can go to online dating.
So we'll continue that discussion. We'll carry on with the views after the short break. Take
right leg in. You're gonna stand up. See how difficult this is?
No. I'm actually a master of the tree pose.
Oh, okay. So let's try.
Throw this off.
She's like,
I love it.
We're talking to Karan and Mani from Dating Found about online dating, and we're having a wonderful discussion. So, Huma, you had a point that you wanted to ask.
Yeah, no, I don't have an issue with online dating as much as like the authenticity of the profile and the person behind that profile. As you know, anybody can be anybody they want to. Is there a process that you go through where you can kind of authenticate that this is the actual person that we're speaking to? Because as you said, we don't have time, and when you go and meet the person, you're taking time out of your life, and then if it's not the person that you envisioned or the profile is accurate, then
Exactly,
it's kind
so
of a
that's-
disappointment.
Exactly,
Yeah.
that's a good question. So our matchmakers, first of all, paid services eliminate half the creepers, half of the half of the men that half of the catfishes out there. Catfishes are like fake accounts. So that filters half of them. And then our matchmakers, they use they'll use that image, they'll Google search it, see if it's legit, they'll talk to them, they'll go back and forward.
Good.
And that usually filters out a lot of fake profiles.
Okay, that's very good to know. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, no, and Mani, I wanted to ask you in terms of the fact that you guys founded this company. There are lots of online dating websites, and some with the South Asian flair. But what was the personal kind of journey which led to this website?
Okay, well, I've been on a lot of dating sites, and just a lot of redundant work like searching, messaging, going back and forward, and all for what? All for a date that never leads to a second date, or just like the conversations aren't flowy and all these things. So one thing that was missing from online dating was matches, real matches, not like catered from like a logarithm or school, a computer based, but real matches, like how you
Personally,
feel more,
kind of like somebody.
how you feel
really
more
looking at.
comfortable if you're matched up with someone like someone your friends chose for, right? As compared to like just a random match.
Yeah.
So that's one thing we brought.
Yeah, I think for we're definitely talking about two sides of the coin, because I agree with Sunny in terms of like if you want to find a person that you want to spend the rest of life, don't look for the love of
Don't
your
look
life.
for it.
Go
Yeah.
out and make friends,
Right,
and then
right.
have real experiences. And maybe, and that's what happened for me. Kundan and I were friends for a long time, and then it turned into something more.
Yeah, you just don't know the essence of a person unless you meet them face to face. And I think online dating is good for the initial introduction. I always say it's like a rishta auntie, these computer sites, right? Because they do, they collect all your information and they kind of just, you know, but it's probably more accurate as to, you know, specific needs or wants of a person.
So there is a market for it. That's what we understand from you. And the fact that you mentioned auntie, I think it's really important to bring our parents on the same page as where we are.
Right.
So how do you bridge the gap between the parents who that's what I found out, that their parents who create a profile and then they actually look for a date for you and they actually go on a date. This is like that
is so creepy. That is actually so invasive.
Is that true? Is there any incident that you want to share?
Well, when it comes to our website, we don't have such criteria as of
That's
yet.
good to know.
And I mean, we want to make it more casual for, especially when it comes, you know, in North American culture, it's not that traditional, right? So you want to go on a date, you want to see how the person is, you know, if you happen to like them, go on a second date, go on a third date, and see if there's a good chemistry and you know, there's a good compatibility.
So what do guys look for? Like good compatibility comes from, we know our side of stories, so from the guy side, what do you look for when you go on a date, and what is the one thing that women shouldn't do on a date that really kind of turns guys off?
One thing for sure is when the bill comes over, at least offer. That's all.
Oh, okay.
Just offer. Just offer.
Just open up.
So would it hurt your ego? Would it hurt a man's ego if a girl offers?
Well, I personally like to pay on the first date. I feel like that just shows chivalry and just it's just good manners. But at least offer.
But at least, I mean,
Okay.
men, they appreciate when women offer,
How about second date?
If she didn't offer, no second date.
But you know what? From a woman's perspective, it's not even about the money
It's
or
not,
the date. It's
yeah.
about being like the feeling of being taken care of. Like I don't even care if it's an expensive dinner or it can be if you can't afford it, just go somewhere like very inexpensive or
Get a
walk in
burrito.
park.
Like,
Yeah, a
seriously,
burrito.
yeah.
It's not even about the money. It's about the feeling of being taken care of. And if the second date guy's like no.
Well, so I want to know this. Like, we want women liberation and we want that equality, but we want to be taken care of. So, so guys, are you cool with that? Like, this is totally fine. That you understand girls want that?
Yeah, of course. But at least offer. It just makes a man feel like, okay, it gives a certain type of, it resonates better. It makes us feel like, okay, she cares in the future. It won't be just money, money, money. It just makes us feel more.
I don't think that that's the signal that
And
I should be
I
getting. Like, if a
actually agree
woman,
with
because for me, sorry.
No.
When I'm
We're
on a
good.
date, like I think I'm very old school because I'm not looking to date or just to have fun. I'm looking for a compatible companion to spend the rest of my life with. And I feel like, you know, if you can't pay for my dinner or my burrito each time we go out, then I really don't think I want to invest my life with you. You know what I mean? That's kind of the way that I think. And like she said, it doesn't have to be a fancy restaurant. It could be a taco stand. Like, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
And you were saying, sorry.
I believe like women are more emotional, right? And I agree with your point of view as to like women should be taken care of. Yes, they should be, but at the same time they should also understand men's perspective, right? I mean, when it comes to online dating, people can go on dates back to back, right? And I understand you said that you know, you don't want to go in a fancy restaurant, but for some people that might not be an option, right? Some girls might be nosy. They're like, oh, I don't want to go in this restaurant, right? I want to go in this restaurant.
Go for coffee.
Yeah.
If you want to get to know
Something
somebody,
simple.
just go for coffee repeatedly. Yeah.
Very quickly, one tip that you want to give for online dating to guys or girls, whoever. 10 seconds, really quick.
Highlight your profile pictures.
Highlight your profile picture.
Don't make a generic message.
Okay. All right. So that was Karan and Mani from Dating Found, and those were some interesting views. Thanks for watching. We're going to be back after this short break. So now let's go from online dating to online workouts. We have with us Trina from Fit for Females. She has trained us before on the show. Welcome to the studio again, Trina.
Thank you for having me back. I'm excited.
It is so great to see you because you're such a wonderful person and such a lovely personality, but at the same time we're a little nervous because exercise and workouts kind of brings the cringe to everybody's face. It's like, oh my goodness, do we have to do this? So tell us how the online workout trend is kind of really taking the world by storm, because we're kind of all in some way not really excited about workouts.
Yeah, so I find that there's kind of a mix of people, right? There's people that love to go to group classes, they like to see people, they might want to go to the gym, and those people love to be around people. And those are the people that are the hardest to kind of get into the online training, right? But then you have people that they're busy. They don't want to go out. It's winter. They don't like to drive. They want some online fitness. They want to be at home. They want to do it at home. So it depends who you are. But how it works is it's really, you have to be self-motivated, right? If you're going to do it at home, you have to be setting it in your appointment and be motivated. So you can do an easy workout with no equipment. You could add some basic equipment. So there's lots of different ways that we can do this.
Right.
And it's really about your style. So you try it, give it a chance. There's some things that you can do at home, free things. We have an online training program, and you can incorporate it into your life and see how it works, right? Get your music going, and you can dance, like issue a dance. How about a 5-minute dance every day?
That would be
after
fun.
supper.
Dance like no one's watching, and no
Yeah.
one will be because you'll be at home.
That's right. So let's do that challenge. Let's start there, and get moving,
Yeah.
and don't worry so much.
But I have to admit, Trina, when it comes to the winter months, I'm literally hibernation mode.
Yeah.
And my body tells me, hey, you know what? You need that extra fat to stay warm. So like, you know what? It's okay if you eat that extra, bowl of pasta and then don't go to the gym, because you need that to like
Stay warm.
Yeah, stay warm and not
Survive.
die in the cold.
It's the survival diet.
Yeah.
There is some truth to that.